Hi, today we will be learning synonyms and collocations for support. So let's get started. Okay, support. Let's get started with definition of support. Support is B2 vocabulary. So it basically means you agree with the person or idea or give an encouragement to someone or something and usually help them because you want them to succeed. So take your time and read the definition yourself and try to understand what it actually means. And now let's read examples. We will support your decision. Thanks everyone who supported us throughout the trail. I think it's important to support local businesses by buying locally. Well, if you think you need time, you can pause the video and read examples yourself. And if you have any vocabulary here that you don't understand, you can look it up in a dictionary and then you can go on watching the video. So for now, let's just move on. Back is C2 vocabulary, so it means support a person or plan by providing money or practical help. It's used especially when you're talking about the help that's given by governments or other powerful groups. So here we have examples. The $100 million scheme is backed by the British government. The head department has refused to back our proposals. Endorse. Endorse is formal word, it's a C2 vocabulary. So it basically means when you formally and officially say that you support the person or approve a plan or idea. For example, agriculture ministers refused to endorse the commission's proposals. I fully endorse everything the person stated. Get behind. Get behind is informal word or we can say expression. So get behind somebody or something. When you say or when you want to support a person or plan or when you want to help them be successful, you can use get behind. And it's usually used when you are talking especially about a group of people. For example, the Brazilian fans really got behind the team. The crowd really got behind them and cheered them on. Stand up for somebody or something. So stand up for somebody or something means when you support someone or something when they are being attacked, right? When someone is being criticized or being questioned about different things, when you feel that you need to stand up for him or her, and then you can use this expression, all the phrasal words we can say. For example, you were the only person who stood up for me at the meeting. He stood up for what he believed in. Side with. So side with basically means support one of the people or groups involved in argument. Use it especially when you disapprove of this or think it's unfair. For example, I felt she was siding with her mother rather than standing up for me. The jury often side with the defendant in these situations. Okay, now we'll be talking about the collocations that you can use with support. So let's begin with first verb plus support. So the verbs that you can use with support. So we have here have support. So you can use have with support as it's given in the example here. The extreme right-wing parties don't have much popular support. Or you can use support with give and lend. Give your support or lend your support, and it's usually used in a formal context. The American people gave them their enthusiastic support. You can use pledge, offer support. It means that you will support someone or something. For example, both opposition parties pledged full support for the new administration. We have some other verbs that you can use with support. For example, get or draw support. For example, the plan drew wide support from parents. Well, get, draw support means that you take support from somebody else. Okay, you get support, you have support of some people or some parties. So, and other verbs: win, gain, attract, support. All of them mean try to have support from somebody, or some groups, or some company, and etc. For example, we want the support of local shopkeepers. Well, we have here a little spelling and grammatical mistakes, but I verbally corrected, right? So we want the support of local shopkeepers. Okay, moving on. Enjoy and command support. It means you have support. It's these verbs are usually used when you are using support in a formal context. For example, his views were too extreme to command general support. Well, other words: drum up or rally support. Get people support by making an effort. So I think it's pretty obvious. So we have one more group of verbs that you can use with support. For example, enlist someone's support. It's a formal word, so we can use enlist support when you are talking about formal things, or when you are like discussing something in a formal context. It basically means ask for and get their support. Mobilize support. Get some people to support something in an active way. Build up support. Increase support. It basically means increase support. Withdraw support means that you don't want to support anyone, anything, or anybody, or any project anymore. So that's what it means. For example, he has decided to withdraw his support for the project. Now we'll be talking about some adjectives that you can use word support. So these are the collocations, right? So I forgot to mention what the collocation is. So collocation basically means the words that come together, that often come together. We can say the partner words. So first, the adjectives that you can use with support are public and popular. For example, there seems to be no popular support for war. It means that not everybody likes to support war, right? So, okay, the widespread, wide, general support. So you can use these three words with support as well when you were talking about like the widespread, or like the large group of people supporting for something. For example, there is a widespread support for the government's proposal. And strong support means that people are supporting something strongly with doing some efforts, right? With their words, with their actions. For example, a survey found strong support for the project among hospital staff. Massive support. It means that a lot of people are supporting, right? So we have a massive public support. Well, some words here have a similar meaning, so you can use them interchangeably. And if you have still confusion where and how to use these adjectives with support, you can always look it up in a Google or in a good definition, like in dictionaries where you can get definition of a word. So I highly advise you guys to get a dictionary where you can find definitions of words, so you can find good collocations there, and also some examples where you can see the usage of support with certain adjectives and verbs. So for now, let's just move on. Okay, we have for more collocations, somebody's full support. Well, that means that we deserve the full support of all farmers. So full support means that somebody is like supporting very, very strongly, and he's making an attempt, or she's making an attempt to show that she or he is supporting this thing. So, okay, wholehearted and enthusiastic support. So, well, I think it's pretty obvious. So, for example, I know you to know that you have my wholehearted support. Active support. You continue to support something, right? Unanimous support. Well, it means that all members of group support something. For example, he gained unanimous support from his team. Well, that's the end for our class. So you can, whenever you have a question or you have confusion, you can pause the video and you can always skip back and then re-listen again and trying to understand what it means. Well, okay, so for now that's the end, and I wish you big luck and thank you.